Say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Be nice. It might be nice if we turn our audio on.
Yeah.
What do you think? Think people might be able to hear us better?
Well, I did try to check it earlier.
Well, it is checked, but you can't check it if I
Okay.
don't have it turned on for the broadcast.
Aha.
Oh, it's been a little bit hairy here, you guys. A little bit hairy. A little bit hairy scary. And in fact, I just saw that Russ's video is all off. So I'm going to have to do some repositioning there. And
My video's all off.
yeah, you got my head. You got my head in there.
Oh,
There we
you
go.
haven't turned your light on behind you either.
Oh, you're right. I haven't. This has not been a good thing. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're honestly good. All right. Where's the light? Let's turn on some more. Shall we play God?
Let there be light.
Let there be more light. Although it probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but maybe a little. As you can see, speaking of getting light, I remember, Ross, we need to pull these down a bit. Speaking of getting light, it is getting lighter and lighter on top, Russ. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it is. But it looks almost like a shimmer.
Like a shimmer, like I have a halo? No, okay, I'm not even gonna push it.
No, not that.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
putting
no.
it that far.
I'm not pushing that thought. No, that was not real, folks. All right. First of all, for those of you that have never joined us before, I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Russell.
And we are the Mans, and we are the team leaders at TAMT Homes at Shore West Realtors, and this is our live broadcast.
We are indeed.
This is live, and whether you want to see us live or not, too bad. That's what you get today.
Yes.
So, oh, man, all the cameras are off.
So what
because
you
I'm
been
done.
up today? Before we go into our subjects, what have you been doing with yourself today?
Oh, not much of anything, actually. Not much of
Yes,
anything.
some little dicky bird or TikTok told me that you've been singing.
Well, yes, but I can't show it to anybody. I mean, they can all come and look at it, but it's on TikTok. and
Yeah,
it's under
check
real
out
estate,
Kimberly's TikTok.
Real Estate for Real People.
It's really good. Really good.
It's I don't embarrass myself completely is how I would describe it. So,
I thought it was amazing, honey.
well, and I appreciate that vote of confidence from my husband. That's always a good thing when your husband thinks that. So, but all right, I think we have the cameras adjusted now so that both of us are on our cameras. If I were to flip it to you, there we go. Now everybody can see you. And if I flip it to me, everybody can see me. And all
I
of my
went
gray
for a
on top.
Reiki session.
Oh yeah, you
with
had a
Kathy.
Reiki session today.
So,
Yep, from your birthday.
yeah.
You have
that's
4
the
of them.
third one
You
I've
have
had
3
so
out of
far.
4. Yep.
Really good. It was a really good session today.
Yeah, you
She
really
was
needed
doing
it
some
too.
deeper muscle
Did it
therapy.
hurt?
So No, it was really good.
Oh, really? It felt like
Yeah.
some release.
Yeah,
Okay, well, that's good.
so it was good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad to see that it's doing you some good when you go.
So if you need a Reiki specialist,
Let us know.
let us
We
know.
know one.
I can put you in touch.
Yes. Tonight, though, we're just talking about a bit of fun. We're not going to be down here very long. We're just
Yeah.
having a little bit of fun. We're going to talk about Christmas markets. And a
So-
lot of people don't know what Christmas markets
Well,
are.
should we tell them what happened last week? Because, you know, you was in the UK and I was here.
Yeah.
And obviously you made it safely back.
Except that wasn't last week. That was the week before.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Where was we last week then?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, we was up
We
with
took a
your
week
parents.
off last week, guys.
We did indeed. So we weren't here last week, but a week before I did it from here. Kimberly was in the UK. It should have been, the roles should be reversed there. It's all wrong.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize only you got to
She
go to
got
England.
fish and chips and
And you got two
taken out
last
for
year.
dinner.
You got two last year.
And I had to hold the fort down. But my mum's here now, so
Yeah.
she's with us.
I don't know if
So
she'll
that's
come down
good.
to our broadcast or not. It's kind of a ways into the basement, and we
Yeah.
only have the two chairs, so it is
Yeah.
very difficult to have guests on our broadcast. Although I'm quite willing to have guests on our broadcast. I just
They
don't have
just
any.
have to stand.
They'll just have to stand up because
Yeah.
we don't have any chairs. Maybe we should get some more chairs for a guest, or at least a stool.
Yeah.
Maybe just a stool that a guest could sit on. So, because I'm down here a lot. But we were going to talk about, for this week, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Well, actually, let's see here. So let me put the camera on me and see if I can show everybody. So this right here is a ring that I have had. Oh, when did we go to that Christmas market? Oh, I can't even remember.
And years.
Years and years. 2006 maybe? Possibly
Possibly.
15 years old. This ring is 15 years old. It did not look exactly like that when I first bought it. But, and I say I, because we were just friends at the time.
Yep.
And Russ was going over to France to do some Christmas shopping. And I tagged along and we went to a Christmas market.
Yeah. I went to
Which-
get some
It was very magical,
brandy
actually.
for my dad. And
Yes, yes, and they had some beautiful ravioli and okay, so let's talk about what a Christmas market is in Europe, because even in England they're not exactly the same as they are in Europe.
No.
So let's talk about what that is. What does that look like?
Well, you've seen the German Christmas markets.
We
Most
haven't.
people.
Americans
Well,
haven't.
in Milwaukee and that they have.
Well, that's true. They have kind of a German,
German
Christmas market,
Christmas
but it's
market.
nothing quite like
But
what
lots
we went
of
to.
little stalls set up with, you know, typical cheeses and drinks.
It's usually
and-
artisanal stuff that's local
Yeah.
to the area.
Yeah, it's,
So it's
it's
usually
like, what was the brandy? It was Armagnac.
it was Calvados.
Calvados.
Which is an apple brandy for those of you that
Yeah.
don't know what Calvados is. It was an apple brandy, and that
Yeah.
okay, I am not a brandy drinker, and I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just because it was kind of a magical, like it was the one that we went to was very magical because it was very like there was like fog all settled over
Yeah,
the
it
market.
was a very low cloud.
It
It
was
was
a very
really
foggy
foggy,
night.
and then all set
And it
up
just kind of
around the Christmas market with these briars going, so you could warm your hands.
Yeah, but it
you
was.
know.
But what made it kind of magical is that it kind of cut off the town around it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't really see the town around it because it was so foggy. You really walked. It was like you could maybe see for 2 to 3 blocks, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But beyond 2 to 3 blocks, you couldn't see, and it was after dark.
And there was a big sleigh there with Santa.
There was a big sleigh on it with a sort of Santa thing. Yes.
Yeah.
I can remember that there was a stall that had ravioli and fresh pasta, which I
Yeah.
thought was really amazing because the American in me went, wow, I'm buying fresh pasta
Yeah.
at like an open market type thing. That was really weird. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having some Angry Orchard tonight. It got a little angry there. Yeah, so
There was
And
lots of different stalls.
they
There
had
was
chocolates, they had
chocolates,
cheese,
hot foods that you could buy.
little crafty wooden things,
yeah.
like little crafty wooden toys for kids and stuff. They had candies.
There was something for everyone, really.
There really
There
was. And then they had not only did they have the brandy, they also had some local wines as well. And they had a jewelry stall. And that's where I picked up. And it was just like rings like this and
Yeah.
bracelets. And basically, what you may not be able to see in this, and I'll put it back on mine, but basically this is just a piece of metal that's been bent around. and it's one continuous piece of metal that was bent around. And it has, over the years, bent quite a bit more.
You catch it on things and
Oh my
stuff
goodness,
like that.
doesn't this
But
catch on so
yeah,
many things?
it does.
Because because of the way that it's designed, it actually, here, I'll kind of see if I can show it to people. It actually separates right here, like between those two things, between those two little things, because it is a continuous piece that starts here and wraps all the way around, then wraps around your finger, then comes and wraps here, but they barely join. But if it's like a sweater or something, oh my goodness, how many times have I gotten that caught in stuff? It's been, yeah, it's been a little bit of a mess sometimes. So, I should check with our
But it's
Superman.
nice that you can put it back together again, and
Yeah, it seems to always go back together, and I've had
Yeah.
it for like 15 years now.
yeah,
I have to think it has to be at least 15 years, because I think I was living in Southend. It wasn't when I was living in Ilford. That was 2004. 2004, 2005, I was in Ilford, and then 2006 or late 2005, and on, I was in Southend. So it could have been 2005.
didn't you go home at that point? Now?
No, I went home in 2005 early, and then came back for the next school year.
Oh,
I went
it's
home in
possible,
March,
then.
and then I came back for the next school year in Southend. So that was, yeah. So that's where that was. Southend, yeah.
Not
So that was
South
a
End.
really, really pretty nostalgic moment. And
It
I wonder
was.
if anybody here has ever been to a Christmas market, and what did you buy? Or what was it like for you? Was it good? Was it noisy? This one didn't have a ton of people, but it had enough people. It
Yeah.
was definitely busy. There were people there, but it wasn't like packed and crazy.
Yeah, you would only have 4 or 5 people at each type of stall, and
Yeah,
then
so it
they
didn't
would
feel at all
move
crowded.
around. Yeah, it wasn't crowded at all. You could always get served pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It
know,
gave
you
you
might
time
have
to,
one or two people in front of you. And
but it
then-
was good because you could
yeah.
kind of take a moment to like
Yeah.
look at what they had and kind of figure it out. And they had a lot of
Well,
like little
it
samples.
was really
and stuff.
good. It
That
was like
nice.
in the town square, and so
Yeah.
they filled the town square with this, and you had, there was plenty of place to go and warm yourself.
I think one of these years we should probably put together a Christmas market in Racine
Yeah.
and get some local people. Maybe get Mars Cheese Castle to come up and bring a cheese stall, and some other place to do wine, like maybe Wine Nut to do a
Well, they
wine
do beer
stall,
as well, so
and do all sorts of a little crafty things. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think we need to do that for Christmassy time. Do a
Yeah,
little Christmas
do it
market
in
in
Monument
Racine.
Square.
At Monument Square, exactly.
be
I
perfect.
think I'll have to talk to the mayor
Yeah,
because we're such
be
good
perfect.
friends. But anyway, we'd love to know if you guys have ever had something like that you've attended or gone to, or something along that line.
Yeah, and if you
Otherwise,
picked
it's-
up something that you've held on to,
Yeah,
for a
maybe
long
as long
time,
as
that's-
15 or more years, like
Yeah.
this has. I'm honestly surprised. I expected this was because of the way it was, and it was so cheap. I
Yeah, it
expected it
wasn't
was going to
that
end up turning
expensive,
green
was
after a
it?
couple of
Yeah.
years. No, it was like $10 or something.
Yeah.
It was really cheap. I was a broke teacher at that time, so yeah, I wasn't spending a lot of money, and we were just friends, so it's not like you were going to spend money on
Oh,
me.
no.
Oh no.
I wasn't buying it. I was
no.
spending money on
On yourself. I know. I got
cigarettes.
it. We were friends. And
because I was smoking at the time.
that's the big thing that has
Yeah.
happened this week as well. You all
Yeah.
should be really happy right now that this man is smiling. For us to tell these people why it is important that you're smiling at this moment.
Because I've packed up vaping.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
No.
Yes, you do.
So I said to Kimberly that I'd always said I would pack up using my vape at the end of the year,
Or
when my liquid run out,
or
if my vape packed up.
stopped working. For
Yeah.
those of you that don't know what packed up means, it means stopped working.
And the
And
gods
what-
have
and
been
what-
very
and what
bad to
happened-
me
and what's happened
recently.
in the last 2 months? Tell everybody about
So-
all the misfortune.
Yeah. So first off, the buttons fell off my battery to the
I think
vape.
that was the funniest thing to me. It was like I felt like your vape was committing suicide.
Yeah.
Like the button,
But-
you've never in 7 years.
I've
or
never
so of
had that
vaping,
happen.
You've never had that happen. And like 2
Yeah.
months ago, the button all of a sudden just sprung off, and
All the front cover fell off.
yeah,
So luckily I couldn't find the button.
right. It's not like you could just.
But
Find it.
luckily I had an old battery that had died and I had kept it. So
He says
I
luckily,
managed
but-
to repair it. We can rebuild it. Then the glass on the chamber smashed.
And how often has that ever happened to you?
only once before.
Only
and that's
once.
because I dropped it.
So basically, the first thing that happened had never happened in 7 years.
No.
The second thing that happened had only happened once, and it was because you dropped it. And this
Yeah.
time, it wasn't because you dropped it.
No,
it just all of
a
a sudden
crack
crumbled.
appeared.
Yeah, it just a
Yeah.
crack appeared, not because you'd banged it or smashed it or anything.
So I had a replacement glass that comes in the box with the vape.
As you would.
And so no problem, I put the replacement glass in.
Then what happened, Russ?
That lasted about a week, and then that one smashed.
Did you think the universe was telling you something?
No, not at that point. I'm too stubborn.
So,
So-
okay, so let me reiterate. So your button jumped off your vape and it tried to commit suicide. Then your second glass in 7 years cracked, and then a week later your third glass in 7 years cracked randomly as well.
Yeah.
And you still didn't give it up.
No.
You went and
I
bought a whole new
bought
chamber.
A new chamber that was quite cheap.
But it also came with a second glass, didn't it?
Yeah. That
So he was
two
all
glasses.
satisfied because he
So,
thought, "Oh, I've got.
I can make it to the end of the year.
End of the year." And then what happened?
The coil was packed up on at Thanksgiving while we was away. And
Thanksgiving morning, wasn't it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I tried to repair it because it comes with two spare burners,
And how did that
coils.
work for you?
They didn't. One worked for about 10 seconds and then crashed and burned, and the next
that
one
point, when I
didn't
knew
even
this-
start.
At that point, when I knew this, I pretty much turned to you and said, "Honey, I love you, but don't you think the universe is trying to tell you something?" And he still was like, "No, I can't do it." But
I'm
you've
not
done
ready.
It. I'm not ready. But you've done it.
I've been since Thanksgiving without a vape.
Now you have had
Cigar.
2 cigars.
Yeah.
One on Thanksgiving Day,
Mm-hmm.
but then you didn't have anything on the Friday.
No.
And then you get a cigar. I mean, you normally have a cigar on
I
Saturday.
normally have
anyway.
one on Saturday. That's my day. Unless it's a special occasion, like a birthday or something like that, then I get an extra
He was upset
cigar.
because his mom is with us and she's having her birthday. He's upset because her birthday falls on a Saturday, so he doesn't get an extra one.
Yeah, I do. It's a birthday and it's a
So
Saturday.
you get one
So I
cigar
get
for
two.
Saturday. No,
It's worth a try, though, wouldn't it?
no. So, but I think you've been doing very well. Christmas tree shopping
I don't
wasn't
know.
as pleasant.
I
wasn't as
wasn't-
pleasant as it should have been, but
No,
that's all right. We're making it through. You haven't taken my
I've
head
been
off.
a bit grumpy.
Yeah, but you haven't taken my head off,
No,
and I haven't let you take my
So-
head off. So you're doing it.
can't wait till Saturday.
I'm really proud of you.
I can have another cigar.
But no more vaping.
No more vaping.
And I am very proud of you for that because you are sticking to it. And well done. High five from me. High five, even if it is a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it is.
So we've had a really interesting couple of weeks, guys, and now you know kind of our saga. And you've heard about our Christmas market story. We'd love to hear more from you. Drop something in the chat, even if this is in replay, and we will talk to you soon. But otherwise, we're going to sign off because his mom is here, and we want to go spend time with her.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye
Talk
for
to you
now.
guys later. Bye.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling